Can you hear me? Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna open up the map here. I'll go outside here in a second with typical map. Let's see, where's it at? So you know our clubhouse is here, our MC clubhouse. My nightclub. Yours is over here a little bit more. Our apartment and our office. Cocaine lockup. Right up the street is the arcade. Right there. Let's step outside, just to give you a better idea. Yeah. Oh, and remember I showed you it was snowing, or I told you it was snowing? Here's the outside. There's a few different selections. I go into here, foreclosure. You know, you got your clubhouses, bunkers, hangars, facilities, nightclubs, and now arcades. The four main ones. And then if you really want to go out of the way, you got two out here. But just to give you an idea, this is the one I bought. Oh, this is a new updated map inside the online. Look at how much more detailed that they did that. That's the Air Force Base. That's just the map it gives you when you're online purchasing properties. Anyways, we'll go back over here. And mine was about 2.1 million. And then you have this one is 2.5 million. 1.87 million. 2.1. 1.5. And 1.2, of course, the cheapest. We'll come down here and do 2.5. buy it.
Well, I'm like crazy busy with all these meetings with venture capitalists these days. Fucking assholes. What's up, my dude?
Out of these 3 selections, I have the third one. I thought it was the best. 470,000 for that upgrade. Just the style. And then you can pick a mural. That's the mural that I have. 107,500. And then you can pick your floor carpeting. And then the one that I have. 117,000. And then you pick the neon art. You can leave it blank. And all this I'll show you when I go back into the arcade, what I'm talking about. And of course each one of these neon arts has a mural that you can match it with. Just like the mural that I have. Or the neon art that I chose. 201,000. And then you can do extras. High score screens. Tells you who's played and who, you know, what score they've gotten, of course. Which this one apparently already comes with one. Mine did not. So I had to add it into it. And personal quarters. A bed. Kind of like a small little bedroom. Already, $150,000. Well, then a garage that mine did not come with, so I had to add it. So on top of all that, you're now looking at 3.5 million. Mine was about 3.9 million with all the extras that I added on. Decked out, 100%. But in one of the better areas. And as far as the snow goes, before I go in there, let me pick a good spot. You can see the snow trampling through there. Footprints. And then without any weapons, I push left on the D-pad. 3, 6. I push it 3 times to get 9 snowballs. So if you aim, you chunks it. Without aiming, you just hit the R2 button. Just tosses it. And then you can have a war with your buddies or anybody who decides to play. Chuck it at somebody's head.
Fuck off. So you heard about me and Geraldine?
Pick up snow pretty much anywhere. Let's see if I can find another person. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, and driving in the snow. If you get on and it's still snowing, or maybe, you know, you'll he walked the way. Plow some schmuck right in the face. Oh, I got him. And I think it killed him. Yep. Take his 25 bucks. So down the street is the... not that big building there, but... right there is the office. And then if you look on my mini-map, right through that building, about a block down, the other side of this block, look in the mini-map here, you'll see the Coke lab. So just kind of convenience that everything's right here. And I'm not sure what this building is over here. Oh yeah, that's the entrance to the garage. I'll show you that in just a minute. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, it's a garage. 2-car garage if you're feeling the pinch of economy down. Huh. Come over here. The car that Miss Baker gave us for doing the casino missions. Still got the tag. But without, you know, the old trick when you push and hold the gas and the brake at the same time, you can do donuts just sitting there. Well, with the snow, just barely tap that e-brake.
You fucking idiot! Oh my god! Good God almighty!
See, no e-brake at all. Oh, and you'll see, like, if I were to drive down through the snow here, you'll see that the CPU, they have a hard time driving in this too. Alright, let's go in here. Arcade daily earnings are stored in Safe House. Now, keep in mind those photos that I sent you. That was when I first bought this property and walked in, and they're cleaning it up and this and that. Just like any other property, you have to go out and kind of pick up some materials. In this case, I had to chase down a couple criminals with a flatbed loaded full of, I'm guessing arcade games or whatever. It had a tarp over it so you couldn't see what it was. Obviously it's for the arcade. The entryway, garbage, spray paint everywhere, tagging, and this is kind of what they did to the entryway. Some candy machines, pay phones, call 911 if you need to, and then the main door. Now, that first picture that I suggested with the games against the wall and with the brown door on the right side, there it is. The games are gone, obviously, and then there's the door. There's the painting, and so the mural is all the black and white. If you remember earlier, I was saying that the cheapest game that I found, arcade game, was worth $80,000. And I'll show you here in a minute when we get to the computer. But there it is. Called Monkey's Paradise. I haven't played it yet, but there it is. Oh, there's the carpeting that I chose. So and then we'll start over here, kind of give you a detour. This was kind of built in with it. Big ol' 100-inch screen TV with the LED background on it. All the library in the background. I'm not sure what that's for. I'm guessing it's a trophy case of some sort. Come over here. And then that neon background. Oh, yeah. They do have Christmas trees now in some of the offices, the mobile operations center, the apartment. I think no, actually, I haven't been in the apartment yet. Um, but I know, let's say I went into the forget what it's called, the nightclub, and they've decked it out in Christmas. And then, anyways, that neon. Let me give you a better idea. That's what I got for the neon lighting. And then the conversation we had earlier, the 4 games that were in your penthouse, these games came automatically with the property.
Don't tell Lester I'm back here, okay?
Those are the 4 games that was given to me automatically. And then we do have a bar. The bar that's set up that I chose. There's my hippie bartender.
Hey.
There's our drinks.
Hi. See ya.
And then we do have a food bar. Pixel Burger Bite, Arcade Pizza, 1-Up Sliders, Insert Coin Chips, No Scope Nachos, Headshot Hot Dog. Don't mess with a hungry monkey. Couple people just kind of hanging out, drinking some beer. Jukebox. Now we're going to the manager's office. And you know, keep in mind if you look at all those go back and look at all those pictures, all this was destroyed. Graffiti. Oh yeah. This was graffitied out, destroyed. You know, looked like abandoned building. So now we're going here. all this was destroyed after working for Lester for a minute, getting it all set up. I didn't have to pay for any of the posters, they were already there. Here's the restroom that was destroyed. It looked like the one at Ho-Ho's down there on Montgomery. And now it looks like this. Nice and tidy with a moat at the top. Little art behind the door. And then here's the office. This was all destroyed. Little safe. You know, nice little. There's our computer. Now, when I first jumped on the computer, it was that picture that says, "You haven't unlocked this yet. You must do the setup first." Before I go down there, oh yeah, here's Lester Speaks. Free Lester, I didn't see that before. Alright, now let's take a look at the... We can manage arcade games, if we had any, like this one. Kinda, there's space all over the place for them. Or we can get in here, and I'll show you arcade games that we can buy and upgrades. I'll show you the upgrades real quick. Master Control Terminal. Upgrade the Master Control Terminal. Consolidate your power, manage, and launch missions for all your business in one place. That's another 1.7 million for the control center. Get a drone station. Launch drones with 1 to 3 other players, so 4 different... 3 different drone stations, I'm guessing. Fly together over the streets of Los Santos. Purchasers will also have access to the nano drone in free mode. Another 1.4 million. The only 2 upgrades for the arcade at the moment. Or you can do arcade games. You know, all the different games. 360,000, 420,000. Some ride-along games. 410,000, 369, 385. 152, 80,000, Monkey's Paradise, 101, owned, the ones that it gave us, 245,000. Nazir Speaks, an actual one that's not covered by Lester, 295, 261. The one on here on the right, it just doesn't look right. Oh, I plan to do on the Master Control and the drone station. The Love Professor. I plan on decking it out and getting every single one of these games, as long as they will fit into the arcade. And then including the upgrades. I just think it'd be pretty cool. Come over here. Stick a coin in the Lester Speaks. Doesn't waste any of your actual money. Big old vault door down to the basement. I hired her to be a hacker. No use for the lockers. I'm not sure what's going to be right here yet. The area where the guys that we've hired are going to work.
Easy there.
What's happening?
That's for our crew, the crew that you hired for the heist.
Wheels.
Couple couches, soda machine. The area where the heist is set up there. If you watch the video where Lester was explaining where everything's gonna go. You can play darts if you want. I'm guessing one of the guys
It's LJT.
collected this car. That's not mine, but somebody that's gonna be part of the heist. That's where the cars go that we use for the getaway cars. That's the garage door to go outside and inside. So if you go inside the building from outside this, that's what you enter here. That's what you see. Now I don't know how many personal cars you can have in here. I actually haven't brought any more in here. I'm guessing quite a few because there's a few different bays in here. Let's see what this is. Actually, it's the vehicle management menu. Oh yeah, okay, so looks like 11 different vehicles. Staff meeting. Another computer we can do here. Haven't actually been on this one yet. Oh, it's the same thing as upstairs. The plasma drill that we're going to use to cut the vault open. I have 2 of them. It was required to pick up 2 of them. I'll show you those boards in a second. Cheap ass. And here's the living quarters. Clothes. Customize your guns. Bed, lay down. Yeah. Basic small little bedroom. I guess we can use this to customize our own weapon.
So what's our ride situation?
All the weapons that I have in my inventory currently. Now we go over to the board. Well, so this board was flipped over because Lester did all that work there, trying to explain how the prep is going to go. That was his way of kind of screwing with everything. And then our customized character grabbed it, flipped it around to start off fresh to come up with all this. This is how you scope out the area and how you pick how the heist is going to start and whatnot. There is 6 different access points to the casino. I found 4. You can select to go silent. Big con, you can walk in kind of as a like a bug people, or you can go guns blazing, walk in, murder everybody, walk out. Go ahead and just kind of give you a better view. And, we have an to-do list, scope out the casino, scope out the vault contents, select approach, which, here's the approaches. Silently, robbery using tricks and disguises, guns blazing. And then you have optional, scope out all POA, points of interest, all access points, purchase a casino model, you can see there underneath extras, purchase a security pad, which you can see underneath that, and purchase a vault door. Now all that, by purchasing those, allows you to gain practice before you go into the actual casino. But if I wanted to do that, a model of the casino exterior that highlights potential access. $130,000 extra. Door security, $425,000 extra. And a vault door. Now eventually I do plan on buying all that so I can redo that and getting that fully upgraded and everything just to kind of check it out, have it all ready to go. And then once you get all that figured out, come to this board and who your support crew is. You got the gunman, you got the driver, and you got the hacker. This time the target is cash. It usually tells you if it's cash, gold bars, posters, whatever. The gunman, he chose, it looks like, automatic and a shotgun, probably silenced because I decided to choose the silent way in. Getaway vehicles, 4 different choices, or 4 different vehicles, and he's got one of them so far. And then Paige, I hired her because if you remember, the very first heist that we did with Lester, the bank, she's the one who set it up. And I'd rather pay for a good hacker. We will have to get some vault key cards, kind of general prep work here. To-do list, vault laser, which I have over there, nano drones, EMP device, infiltration suits. So that's what I've been working on. Yeah, you're kidding me.
Okay, your gunman can provide you with options on where to steal untraceable weapons. These guns will not lead back to us if the shit hits the fan. And I know, you're a genius, okay, but I've seen a lot of shit hit a lot of fans in my day.
SMG loadout, shotgun. SMG it is. Now I was working on getting the EMP, which was ridiculously hard because I had to go pick up some cargo bob to go pick up a big old green EMP looking thing, but I had some guy being a bully to me. No reason at all, and decided to kill me every single time. But the lobby was like 30 people in it, so. Now this is the second attempt at doing anything toward this setup. You're going to get to witness it first. I should have used the helicopter. I'm going to take the car this time. Probably use a helicopter on the way back. Everything is snowed on. Oh, I did remember to look at the lake. Unfortunately, it did not freeze over because the water is constantly in motion. In that hole, you can't freeze motion, or water that's in motion at all times. That's the only thing that I didn't. Wish it would have froze over at least. Too far. I don't know. I wasn't on when it started snowing. I just happened to get on the game and everything was white.
I'm gonna shit down your neck! What a pansy! Eat this! You're gonna die, bitch!
You got it. Give me a second to track the right plane. There we are. Your bogey is now on radar. Get up there and after it by any means.
What a pansy!
Alright. I don't know where that other guy's at, but let's take a helicopter. As you can see, the water's not frozen. That's right, though. Try to give you a good view while I'm chasing down this airplane without going, so far we can't see anything. It just looks crazy. I think it looks so cool. dismounted. Had another guy kind of point out to me that if the waters or any of the lakes were frozen over, it'd probably be a huge attraction to everybody.
Okay,
They'd be out there playing around ice skating.
the door open and the goodies will come pouring out. Then grab the stuff and bring it in. Now bring me those weapons. Come on!
Oh, I collected one. Uh-huh. I think I destroyed the Titan. It's alright. Now when I went to go for the EMP the first time, I got there no problem. I got the cargo bob that I needed, no problem. But when I went to go actually get the cargo bob, I know it wasn't the cargo bob, it was the lasers. I went to go get the laser cutter, and the guys that were protecting it were the guards that we had to shoot for the Doomsday heist. And it was ridiculously hard to kill him because I went, you can shoot him in the head and you kill him quickly. But I'd go up and they'd kill me in about 2 or 3 shots. Just 2 rounds and I was dead. So it was ridiculous. I wound up having to get a helicopter, fly at somewhat of a distance enough to get a lock on target and blow everything up. It was stupid. But I did it. And so far I've done this entire setup by myself. No help needed. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Let's try... So I want to get these kind of done so I have an idea of how everything's going to work. Let's go for some air nano drones. After this, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be right back on.
The first rule in the art of war is to know your enemy, which I interpret to mean observing their every move through a highly mobile, extremely discreet nano drone. The cops use drones all over town, though you'd probably never notice till now. Bring a bunch of them down, don't worry about
anything for this if I'm gonna shoot down.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
I'm gonna use, if I can find it. There we go. I forgot.
Okay, I got stuff to do.
You have to be almost 3 blocks down just to not have a personal vehicle close by. Oops.
Wow! Oh! Yo, what's up, pussy? Fuck me!
I guess I could have just called in a helicopter. But I want to use my MK. There's the office, the apartment.
Wait, that sucks, man.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll bring it by.
Oops, wrong one. Make sure I stay alive. Yeah, I know about the delay, yeah. The big old tree. I haven't seen that yet. Huh. That got annoying. Lose the cards. That's too easy.
That should be everything I need to create a bespoke, undetectable masterpiece of surveillance technology. And when I say undetectable, I mean undetectable. Just ask the lady across the street from me. She won't know what you're talking about.
Just kind of casually float downwards while we lose the cops. There it is. Alright. And then there goes all my bills. 550 for the mechanic. Alright. Nightclub, 1,750. All my money is just going down the drain. Arcade staff now, 500 bucks. Penthouse utility, 700 bucks. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back on. See you in a minute.